And we're back, live from the platform, episode 9.
9, man.
We're at 9, bro. One away from double digits.
Drew Brees, my favorite player. He was number 9.
That's your favorite? I thought Charbonnet was your favorite player.
No, I'm saying
we have to have at least one episode where we don't talk about Charbonnet.
You just mentioned it again. So
that was my fault.
It was very easy. Each episode, I type on the text Charbonnet, the clips just pop up.
That's it, man. So we're back, man. We obviously been talking about a little bit of lifestyle. We've been getting into the picks. We talked Super Bowl already, right? So no more football is a little bit depressing. It is what it is. NBA's been hot.
Yeah.
NBA's been hot going into All-Star weekend.
To be honest with you guys, and I'm a basketball guy. I coach basketball, play basketball, but I just haven't kept up with NBA. But there's a lot of good things.
Well, this weekend specifically, right? Like we got NBA All-Star weekend, 3-point contest, dunk contest, all the above. I think it's going to be a very underwhelming All-Star weekend. And I won't say so much for Sunday, because Sunday should have at least, all the stars are out there playing. Yeah. But I think with the whole, what's that game they play first with where they have to go pass the ball through the hoop and the skills competition or whatever, right? Like that's how boring that is to me. That I don't even know. I think it's probably still happening. Yeah. They always have team Giannis versus team, because they take Giannis and all his brothers and just put them up against random people.
Bro, you rigged the skills competition, man. They're like, no, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, so that's boring to me. 3-point competition. Shout out my dude Dame Dollar back in it. Man didn't play a single game this year, and he's bro. Put me in the contest. Let me.
There's no defense. You're just standing there, catching, picking up a ball.
And I guess people want to see Dame, right? At the end of the day, but
that's the thing with NBA All-Star. Like you want to see All-Stars.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's depressing about the dunk contest, because you look at the participants and you're like, man.
When you see the guys that are dunking in the regular season, and then you see the guys in the dunk contest, you're like, how can I get behind this? Pause. Right?
Yeah, that's why I'm all for switching the order.
Yeah.
I know they switched the times to earlier to account for the European international.
That's why it's
country.
5 o'clock?
Yeah, West Coast, right? To kind of make it, make it watchable for everybody else. But,
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, man.
But it's weird, man. Like, normally you have that one dunker you're excited to see, but I can't believe that right now I think I'm excited to see Jackson Hayes.
Hayes.
The other guys I'm like, oh, whatever. But Jackson Hayes, at least he's a power dunker. He's got some bounce.
That's the only name that you're like, hey, I know this guy. I'm familiar with this guy.
Like LBJ, man. Just figure it out.
He's
John Morant, bro. All the guys that you want to see. When is it gonna happen?
These stars, man.
When is it gonna happen?
It was funny because I saw a video of Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter. Apparently, they were offered $1 million, and out of the 4, it was Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James.
Yeah. Only Vince said, right?
Only Vince said, I'm down if the other 3 would do it. And, after that, he's never heard from them again. So it's kind of disappointing, because that's what we're used to, at least for our generation. We've had stars that participated in the dunk contest, right? So,
speaking of Vince, he's coaching one of the young teams. So the Rising Stars have 4 teams. I believe it's him, Melo, Austin, and
Austin Reeves?
No, Austin Rivers.
Oh, Rivers.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know how he got a team, but he got a team. And I forgot who the 4th is. It's not McGrady. I forgot who it is, but either way. But Rising Stars should be interesting. I'm actually more excited to see that game, just because, you see how the Rising Stars have been kind of getting involved with the NBA, and obviously just finding their place and figuring themselves out. But this is one of those pride games, right? Where it's not I came in this draft class, I came in the draft class before it, and it's you get a couple guys that have just been wanting to cook their boy from time, or the guys that they were cooking last year at NCAA, and now it's they get that opportunity.
That's how you put your name out there. Everybody watches All-Star Weekend, so if you're a young guy in the league, first, second year, and you want to put your name out there, you want to be known, you either, you show up at the Rising Stars and you maybe get MVP, or you show up in a 3-point contest or dunk contest and you try to win it, and everybody knows your name.
So without looking at the teams, the rosters, or anything like that, which stars do you think are going to have a good game?
Man, I like Vince Carter. Vince Carter's team just because it's Vince Carter. So, you know.
See, I haven't really looked too much.
I don't know the roster either. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really looked too much at the rosters of who's for who. Yeah. But I think Buzelis is going to have a big game for Chicago.
Oh,
okay. I think he's going to have a big game. That's a couple key guys, man. Colin Murray Boyle's in that. And, you know, shout out our Raptor.
Yeah.
But I think I did see the teams before, and when I scanned it, Carter's team looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was going because Vince Carter. That's all it is. That's my pick. If we're gonna bet for this weekend for Rising Stars. I got Vince Carter money line.
You're just going with it.
Yeah.
This guy has no idea who's on the team, who's hurt, who's nothing.
That's gambling. Gamble responsibly. No research at all. Just straight gamble.
That's it. He's just going for it. Man, that's what's up. Oh, first time I had my ringer on the podcast. Awesome. Sick. Thanks, Yasser. I'm going to shout you out for that one.
So, going into three-point contest, what do you like?
Honestly, so we were actually talking about this a little bit before, where for the three-point contest, it's not, I don't think it's about, like you were saying, it's like we don't think it's really about whose percentage is higher or who's hitting more threes in games. I think it's, like you said, it's more to the release of the player, right? Like when Karl Anthony Towns won it, was it last year or 2 years ago? It was because it was like free throws for him, right? He just took a ball and it's literally just like flicking it. Versus, you know, I saw guys like, and you know, so you see guys like Norman Powell and Donovan Mitchell, right? And obviously they're not as the highest ratings for potentially winning it, and understanding that, for me at least, is going to look at their form. Norman Powell hits threes in game all the time, but he's a big jump, big jump, high arc, high heavy off the floor. You know what I mean?
Above his head, maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, so it's not like a fluid shot versus other guys like, Dame in there. That's just kind of butter. It's effortless, right? So I think that...
I can tell you the names right now. So number one, we got Devin Booker.
Okay.
Then we got Con Knuppel, Damian Lillard, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, Bobby Portis.
That's an interesting one. But you know what? He could be that other guy where it's like just another tall shooter that's just quick release, right? Because he's used to, I mean, you got to think about him in game, right? Spot up shooter, he's on the edge. So you're going to have essentially, what is that, 5 shots per corner? So he's going to get 10 at his sweet spot, right? At least the place that he's normally shooting from, right? Versus like more of the guards are normally at the top, right? The top and then at the elbows, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got a mix of guards and bigs. I do Con Knuppel to win the whole thing. That's my pick for the three-point shootout for this weekend.
I'm not putting any money on it. I'll tell you that right now. I put money on a lot of things, but I'm not putting money on the three-point winner. No? Maybe if I'm like under the influence and I'm like watching the game and then like right before the game starts, I might. But it's just not interesting.
Out of those participants?
Here's the thing: like Dame hasn't played a game all season, and I still have to rock with Dame, right? Because I don't know, Booker I just can't.
I like his form.
I can't
I try to mimic his form whenever I play basketball.
Yeah,
he's got a nice form.
I don't play basketball enough to mimic anybody's form.
Yeah. But I feel like
apparently I play like Charles Barkley. Just rough.
But bright lights, everybody's watching you. Some of these guys sometimes fold a little bit just because there's a lot of eyes on you. But I do.
Well, that's why it's tough. That's a tough pick then, because Knuppel is like a newer guy. It's he's there to have fun, but do you have that killer in you when it's clutch time? Are you gonna basically get into the next round?
Because all the celebrities are there. You're like, oh shoot, I gotta perform.
They're all paying attention to you.
Baddies are there. You're like,
it's not you're in Charlotte and like they're watching LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges and Miller, and you just got to be that guy and get your shot. Nah, this is your moment. All right, now everyone's just focused on you, and it's like you miss one, you miss two. Now you're off your rhythm a little bit, right?
I wonder if they have it for this year. Someone commentated. You know how I think it might have been like last year where they actually have commentators on the court, like
talking while you shoot.
I wonder if they have that this year. Or I could be wrong, but.
I wonder if that makes it easier or harder. So you get comfortable because somebody's there,
or you get clowned if you start missing.
Yeah.
It all depends, but.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a little bit of a
No favorite at all.
not for 3-point. Honestly, like I said, like I'm very like not really interested, if that makes sense. Honestly, I think this is going to be my least wagered All-Star weekend.
All-Star weekend, yeah.
As a whole, like I'm just not really interested in it. I want the games after All-Star to come back to come back to life. Like I'm looking for those games.
Like
I'm looking for the
traditional guys.
Yeah, like I'm looking for All-Star to finish, and then like teams saying, okay, I got to make a run for the playoffs. Let me start playing basketball. Like that's what I'm looking for, because at that point, that's when you're gonna start to see teams not doing this whole tank stuff that teams like Utah are doing. And you know what? Utah, if you want to just throw the season, bro, just let us know now so we can just.
Because the draft class coming up, you got the boy from BYU, AJ DeBonsa. You got Cameron Boozer. There's a lot of.
Is that Carlos Boozer's kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
you got a lot of young guys in the draft. That could basically turn your franchise around if they're healthy and they do what they're projected to do.
Yeah. What's up, Kenny? Good. That makes sense.
But yeah, the All-Star is kind of turning into equivalent to NFL's Pro Bowl. They don't even play games anymore. It's just all small-sided games.
See, I never really knew too much about the Pro Bowl. I didn't realize they were playing flag football, and that made me so much less interested.
Yeah, because like before you would have the same thing. You have your NFC, AFC.
Yeah.
And then you play a regular football game. And then now it's you got flag football. You got throwing games, right? Which was always there, like those games, throwing games and other games, but they don't play anymore. So Pro Bowls mean kind of decreases the how when you make the Pro Bowl, it used to be like this big thing. So now it kind of decreases that. But now it's like it's not even making a Pro Bowl. It's like you want to make all pro for your thing to count. Pro Bowl don't mean anything.
Just not interesting, I'm just not here for it.
It was just like the All-Star now. They're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
A format that keeps it competitive. But when these guys are getting paid a lot of money, and usually All-Star weekend is like a break for everybody. It's like, how can you make it competitive?
Let's just hope that they take this break and they all get back to regular form, because some of these guys and the sitting, and it's okay. That's a good question for you. Let's segue into that. How do you feel about stars sitting on back-to-backs?
It's like a double-edged sword. Like I understand why, because it as an athlete, like playing back-to-back games, it takes a toll on your body, but also you're in the business of you're in the entertainment business. The league, they need stars for them to produce revenue.
Yeah.
So to me, like I'm all for you kind of resting and sitting down certain games, but don't abuse it.
See, I think the one that really kind of grinds my gears is when you're resting players on games that are competitive, but it's just because, you played, 4 games in the last 8 days, maybe you should rest. When it's, you played 4 games in the last 8 days, why are you resting, right? This is your job. In my opinion, this is your job, this is what you're paid to do, right?
Exactly.
And I don't know if you were bringing it up or somebody else was talking about it, where it's like they should almost feel like the league should change to where it's like you're getting paid based on performance in games played, as opposed to just kind of contracted and here it is. Because guys like Embiid, how much money do you think Embiid's made sitting on the bench? Insane
amount,
right? And it's like you're still not winning championships, but you're also not getting seated higher, because games that you could be winning, you're not winning, right? So now you're not getting the matchups that you want to in the playoffs, right? You're going to the playoffs, you're basically taking like somewhere around the mid-pack, you're going up against the number one, you're not getting the home court advantage, but it's all because your guys aren't playing in moments when they could be.
Yeah, it's a tough one too, because then if you overplay your guys and they get hurt, and you're like, damn, there goes our season, there goes our, guys buying tickets to watch your stars. So, but I am for it. If you can play, and then let your coach kind of dictate your minutes.
Exactly, right? Because I don't think it needs to be so fixed where it's like a guy like Luka, for instance, right? And yeah, will this kill betting? Probably, right? Will this affect betting? For sure. But I also think that if you are a guy like Luka, you don't need to expend him for 11 minutes a quarter and then sit him in the fourth, right? I think that takes more of a toll than, the traditional, 8 minutes a quarter type thing, 7-8 minutes a quarter.
It's so situational though, because if it's a close game, hell no, bro, Luka, get back in there.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
but that's what I mean. It's like you see games where they're like, oh, we're gonna rest this person the next day, but then a game where it's clearly a blowout, they're playing. I saw this with LeBron the other day, where they were up by 30, and LeBron's still playing in the fourth quarter, but then it's all. But now the next game, he might not play, and it's like, why are you playing in the fourth quarter up 30 when you can play the next game and actually impact the game?
Sometimes what I think it's just like us. When we're playing a game, say a rugby game, basketball game. And this team is buns. You want to pad your stats, bro. You want to be like, I'm out there. I'm trying to get, a cool 20, 30.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to get to the, to the end zone.
Yeah, yes or no. I mean, I do understand that for sure. So like, but they're in the contracted, they're getting paid to play. When I was getting paid to play, it was kind of like, all right, we're gonna run up the score because we can. But then at the end of the day, it's like certain guys would be like, all right, just chill, because if the game mattered, there was going to be another game that was more intense later on. You're going to need your guys.
Exactly. But yeah, it's so tough because, when you're playing a crappy team, you're blowing them out. If I'm Shea and I can get 80 points and try to break Kobe's record, it's like,
listen,
why not?
I thought they were going to do that with Wemby against the Lakers the other day because Wemby had dropped 37 in the first. I remember he had 35 or 37 in the first half.
Yeah.
Right?
So he was on pace.
He was on pace, right? And I thought they were going to just let him try to go for 70, but, Spurs are smarter than that. They're like, hey, it's not about you, Wems. Like, yeah, we're going to utilize you when you're on the court, but we're also thinking about winning a championship. Somebody's got to beat OKC.
Man, but to me, I just feel like if he's on pace to break something, man, let him break it. I'll rest you the next day.
But see, that's the hiccup, I guess, right? Because the thing is you rest them the next day and then they don't win. What's the point of going 50-50 when you could go 100 over 2 games, right?
It's true.
Why split games when you can take 2 dubs?
Yeah.
Especially if every game matters for seeding. Because you know what happens, right? Like, you're going to get to the last 15-ish, 20 games of the season, and then teams are going to be like, okay, where do we stand? Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. We might not make the play-in, or we might be like cusp of the play-in, right? When it's like you could have won those 2-3 games that set you up for sure where you should be in the standings, right?
Yeah, treat it like every game.
Yeah, like I get it. If you're a team and, you've locked in 6th place and there's no moving, like it's 7 games behind, 5-6 games ahead, there's no moving. Yeah, chill. I get it, right? But if you're telling me right now, you could have been 3 games behind the best team in 82 games and you're going to rest somebody for 14 or 12 games or whatever it is, but they could have played half of those, got you the dub, and actually put you in a better position. Like, think about it this way. For what an organization makes to get home court advantage, right? To be able to play more games at home, right? To fill a stadium, right? With people, with concessions, all that stuff. Think about all that, right? Versus now I'm just going to take my guy and just chill.
Well, that's the problem. That's why they're talking about is 82 games.
I think it's a lot. I think it's too much.
This generation, is it too much now?
I think it's too much.
But at the same time, Adam Silver is obviously created more profit. Right?
They ain't paying us, eh? They ain't paying us yet. But if they want to bring us some free product, shout out, Paul, if you got more of these. Actually, I saw a bunch of these at the front.
No, but I'm saying it's like, I'm a fan of lowering the amount of games per season just because regular folks just care about the playoffs anyways.
Yeah.
Right? The intensity of the
Well, it's kind of like hockey, to be honest.
Yeah.
I only watch hockey in the playoffs.
Exactly.
I'll bet on it, like, regularly. But
I'm a big fan of lessening the games for this generation. If they're going to rest anyways, you might as well cut off those, maybe 10 games, make it 72 instead of 82.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? I know Adam Silver, the main goal is profit and revenue, which is why he wants basketball longer and the sports book now, betting apps now in play. So, I mean, but I do lowering the amount of games.
See, I understand it. I do understand it where it's kind of like what I was saying, right? About if you get home court, you're going to get more games at home. Obviously, it's more opportunity for fans to go out and spend money, buy tickets, and so on. So I understand. 82 games, you're getting your building filled at least 41 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that is obviously a revenue source, which is huge. But man, just play. If you can play, just play.
Yeah, that's revenue source. You know, like the amount of money they're making now because all these TV deals and guaranteed contracts, right? It's like even if you lessen it to 72 games, you're in comparison to the totality, you're still getting
100%.
Stars. So like I'm all for it, especially if you're going to treat regular season sometimes like you're just going to rest for certain teams. It's like might as well lessen the game. Let's get right into playoffs, right? Same with NFL. I think 18 weeks is good. Just go right into playoffs, and there's more people watching it anyways, right? So I'm all for it too. Lessen the games.
Fair enough. So I mean, since we're on NBA, we might as well go into some props, right? Realistically, we only got today because All-Star stuff's kicking off. So we really got today. I'm gonna look at the lines. 3 games. Okay. The Bucks in OKC. The Trailblazers in Utah. And the Mavericks in LA.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna tell you what I like.
Are you saying your props first? Player props?
I'm gonna say
mix?
I'm not even talking player props yet. I'm just gonna stick with spreads here. Right. So I like this 3-legger. I like the Lakers at home against Dallas. Cooper Flag's out. All right. Dallas just hasn't been like a high firepower team. Obviously you don't have your stars like Anthony Davis anymore. The Lakers, yes, did they take a beating to San Antonio? Absolutely, but that was expected. Right? I still think that with guys like LeBron and with Austin Reeves playing in the lineup and kind of just settling things down, especially at home, that should be a dub. Right? So I like the spread of 4. I moved the line to 3.5. OKC at home against the Bucks. Now the Bucks cooked one of my tickets the other day against Orlando. Nobody expected the Bucks to beat Orlando in Orlando with a healthy Orlando. No Ryan Rollins. Obviously Giannis is not playing either. Right? But then
Thomas, bro,
cooking, right? So it's like you're getting guys, shooters and pure scorers playing, right? But I still think you're going up against the OKC Thunder. Whether or not Shea's there, you're still playing OKC basketball. And like they just play a different style of basketball. It's faster, they're defensive focused. They're gonna not give teams the opportunities that other teams might give them. Right? So I still OKC there. Move line spread of -6.5 because the spread before was, I think it's 13.5. So I like half of that at -6.5. Now Portland's in Utah. And if you know anything about me, I hate Utah right now. Okay. Because they've just been doing that whole benching guys in the fourth. Remember, going back to that game the other day where Markkanen and Jaren Jackson had 49 combined points going into the fourth, and they were up, and then they benched them the whole fourth to end up losing to Orlando.
That cooked one of my parlays.
Stupid.
I just needed 1 point from. I needed 1 rebound from I think Jaren Jack or something like that.
And Jaren Jackson's out. Right. But now he's out, right? Like he's having a surgery.
Out for the season.
Right. Out for the season. So you're playing a team that doesn't care to win. And Portland's a hungry team. Now, Shaedon Sharp's not playing, who's a scorer for you guys. But, with guys like Denny Avija, guys like Jeremy Grant, guys like Drew Holiday, like still solid guys. Right? And I think that they play with a little bit more tenacity nonetheless. Right? So I like them to win by 4 in Utah. And like I feel like I should take a heavier spread on that, but I feel like with all the politics going on, with everyone talking about how Utah's throwing games and stuff like that, I feel like they'll compete, but I still don't think that they can get the dub against Portland.
True.
Unless that's a trap game. Which could be a trap game. And if it is, I would absolutely hammer the Lakers 3.5 and OKC Thunder by 6.5.
So you like, what was it? The first one was?
So Lakers -3.5.
Yeah, Lakers -3.5.
OKC -6.5.
OKC -6.5.
Yeah, okay. -6.5. That would be my 2-leg double, right? I would actually hammer that, and then I would sprinkle a little bit on adding the Trailblazers -3.5 to that as well.
Trailblazers -3.5.
Trailblazers -3.5.
I like it. It's safe.
So, but the double for sure is the Lakers -3, 3.5, and OKC -6.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Player stat wise, I feel like you can always rely on Austin Reeves coming back off the injury to kind of ramp up a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's your last game before All-Star Weekend too, so he's gonna get some time to rest. So I think Lakers really go to make sure they get the dub tonight, and then guys like Austin Reeves, guys like LeBron can rest for the weekend.
And that's kind of what I think for my player props is that Austin Reeves is going to go under.
Really?
Points. Yeah. Under, I think, 24.5.
Let's take a look.
That's his number right now, 24.5. So I'm betting on Austin Reeves to go under 24.5.
I'm combating that. I'm going to take a single that he goes over. I think he goes over.
The other one that I have, since Portland is projected to win and Jazz seems to be like they're tanking this season, I like Danny Avdija to go over 23.5.
Points?
And points, yep.
Okay.
Everything's points.
It's an even odd right now.
And then for OKC, I'm taking Aaron Wiggins to go under 17.5.
Aaron Wiggins under 17.5.
So
with him and Isaiah Joe, it's been kind of like toss up. Like who's gonna play?
That's what I'm saying. When I looked at the stats, I was like, he's been kind of like under. So I'm just gonna write that. Pause, bro. Pause.
Wow. You're gonna what?
And then you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna take that. I'll take that on. And then for my parlay of the day, just like what JC said, double doubles, I'm just doing straight totals. So Milwaukee and OKC to go over the total.
Okay, so you're saying over 214?
Yeah, and then it's 213.
Oh, you got 213.
Or is it 214?
If you locked it in before, it's 214 flat.
And then I'm doing Dallas and Lakers to go under the total.
So under 236.
Yeah.
I like that actually.
Because with Cooper out, with Dallas depleted.
Yeah.
And obviously, LA hasn't been.
They're not an efficient scoring team.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going under on that one, and then over on the Milwaukee. Okay, so that's my.
I like that. I like that a lot actually.
Tonight, yeah.
I think what I might do is I might same game do one, and I might take the under, and I'll take the spread.
Yeah.
So take the 3.5, and I'll take the
under on the.
But you know what? I might actually. So like I said, if I'm feeling risky, I got the risky biscuits right here.
Yeah, man, we're always doing the opposite anyways.
If the risky biscuits here, I'm gonna take under 236 on the total points, and I'm gonna take the actual spread line of -6.5. I'll put that together as my risky ticket and double that up.
So just to cut it, say your whole, like your lock. Say that whole thing, just so that when we edit the video,
the double lock.
Yeah. And I'll do mine the same. I'll say the whole.
So my official lock for my double here is gonna be taking OKC -6.5 over the Bucks, right? And I'm pairing that for sure with the Lakers -3.5 over Dallas. However, I'm feeling risky, right? And the risk I think I'm gonna add here is I think I'm gonna take the actual line of what it is for -6.5 for the Lakers over Dallas. I don't think Dallas has a team to play the Lakers in LA today. And I'm gonna pair that with under the total, like you said, of 236. So you're gonna have Lakers Dallas game under 236, and I'll take the Lakers -6.5. That's my risky biscuit, right? And I'll probably add that with what you were saying before. I'll still take the spread of -6.5 for OKC, and you were saying under 214.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I'll probably move the line to 220 and take the under there.
With that parlay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that too. I'll probably tail it if he puts it on DraftKings because I've been getting mad, man. Every text message I get.
I be sending this guy winnings all the time. I send this guy winnings all the time.
You could have just, give me a little warning. Hey, I'm putting this ticket in.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, we're not sponsored by any specific group whatsoever. So I use multiple platforms, and I basically do it in a way where I'm going to use each platform for their most successful pathway of success, right? So there's going to be some platforms that I use that I'm going to bet a certain way, and there's going to be others that I do, right? You rock with me. We rock together on one platform, so you're going to see me put those tickets in there on those ones. But then I have some fire in other ones that you might not use. So, I'll have to send you that one unless you want to get the app. But maybe I'll just confine to using one app if y'all want to sponsor. When you guys want to sponsor, maybe we'll confine, we'll throw your name up there. I will do all the specials from that app. I'll put all that stuff down. But for now, I'm mix and matching right now. Mix and matching.
I like the parlay tonight. I might tail it. Just a quick segment for content, I'm gonna do with JC a this or that sports performance edition, lifestyle and gym. So it's just quick answer. If you want to add your reasoning to it, go for it.
This or that? What do you mean? So pick one or the other?
Here it is. I'm gonna tell you the first one, right?
Okay.
As an athlete, sprints or plyometrics?
Sprints.
Nice. Any reason or not?
Just get it over fast, and I like to sprint. Yeah.
How about this? Squats or deadlifts?
Squats. I don't like deadlifting unless I'm using it for to start my clean. That's it. I don't like deadlifting.
This one's a good one. Trap bar jumps or barbell squat jumps?
I want to say trap bar.
Yeah.
Only because I can stabilize more of my shoulders there than having the barbell potentially add that extra little bit of weight on my neck.
For sure. I mean, it's safer to do trap bar jumps because I like it, but for me, I think my preference would be the barbell on my back, just because it's mostly lower body.
Fair.
So
because it can pull on your shoulders a lot, like with the trap bar.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is you can go a little bit heavier on the trap bar, but you're also risking a little bit more on the shoulder on the joint there, right?
It's true. Next one. This one's a good one. Interval runs, right? Or tempo runs?
Interval. I want to get rid of that quickly. I don't like long distance. I hate long distance. I need intervals. Like, you know what?
Like running on same speed.
Shout out my mom, okay? Yeah. Shout out my mom real quick because she was the one that told me one day a long time ago about doing what's called stoplight runs. Yeah. Right? So, and they're not stoplight runs, but you know the big lamps like on the streets, like the street lamp runs, okay? She was the one that told me about this a long time ago, where essentially every street ramp, it's like you run to one and then walk the next. Yeah.
When I'm doing my runs outside.
So shout out my mom for that one, because that was actually a helpful plug. You could do 5K like that, no problem.
I learned that from actually when I did boxing. You use a street light, you go run, jog, every street light, and maybe you do, I don't know, like 50 street lights or something like that, where you repeat.
50, damn.
Well, because in boxing, you do a lot of running before, so it's...
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I used to do that too. And then the last one, heavy carries or ab circuits.
As in,
ab circuit, like flexion, lateral flexion, extension, and then with carries, just like arm carries, double arm carries, trap bar carries.
I like the way I look doing carries. But honestly, I'd probably say ab circuits, man, because once again, it's like more interval. It's more interval based too, right? Versus I've never been like into strongman style. Never been into strongman style stuff. I'm not like the yoke guy. I'm not like the ab. Yeah, I want to feel what's happening. Pause. Okay. Pause. Well, you know what I mean. I'm not into just like picking up shit just to put it down.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't interest me as much. I need function.
Yeah, I like the ab circuit too, just because I like to feel the pump in my ab area. I feel like I'm doing something good, even though they're both beneficial.
100%. And not to say don't do it. It's just, if you're gonna pick one, right? Like we went through this before when we talked about like your favorite exercise to do, or like the one that you hate. So if you're gonna talk about, for instance, actually I don't know if I want to talk about that. I might just scrap that whole thing. I'll just scrap that whole thing. Okay.
Hey, that was an episode, so we can end it now.
Do you wanna? And then we'll talk about sports when we end another time. I think we did a lot for All Star.
Yeah, we did a lot for All Star. But I'm saying, do the outro when you cut it.
Yeah. Cool. But from what we were just talking about, we were just talking about something else. Hey man, you still gotta do your pull-ups, your dips.
Yeah, I gotta do that, man. Episode 10, we'll make it a good episode.
Episode 10, he's going up on the...
Episode 10.
I was gonna say he's going up on the poll. That's crazy.
I just don't want to take up too much video time. So episode 10, I'll definitely do that. We'll splice it in the reel or, the video. I don't even know how much I owe you.
You owe me, what's the total again?
Each, right?
No, it was the total of the game, which 42, I believe it was.
Oh, that was 49. So 42.
What was the score of the game? 29-13, right? 29-13. Yeah, 42.
So 42 pull-ups and 42
dips. Yeah, right there.
Break it down.
What do you think his over/under is for straight pull-ups?
Not that high, man. Probably like 10, 11, and then I gotta take a little bit of a break.
You have to break it up. I think what we'll do is we'll try to find the number like over/under. Let's say over/under 8 sets for total completion.
Shoot, hey.
of the 42-42.
I just got to complete it. But yeah, episode 10, I'll probably do that. We'll probably put a 10-legger.
No, we got to, bro. We'll do it. I'll pick a solid 5 and give him a solid 5.
Yeah, we'll pitch it.
Yeah, we'll make it make sense. It'll make sense, right? But lock it with the daily double. Remember I told you, -3.5 for the Lakers, -6.5 for OKC. The double-double today is what I'm feeling, so we're going to go with that, all right? But appreciate y'all. Episode 9. You already know what it is.
Peace.
Peace.